My feet are so sweaty and smelly. My wife calls me swamp foot.
Introducing first the foot powder with odor-destroying baking soda that absorbs 25 times more wetness than talc. The dry earth no swamp, the eliminator of local bayous, and the friend of all trailers at $20 a light. Solely responsible for removing the word swamp foot from your wife's vocabulary, the tremendous night comments everywhere. This product hates Dr. Scholl's and is available at Spring Bar.
So, Mag. Not Mag. I'm so sorry. See, Mag was responsible. No. See, Mortis, you can't sit here and have Mag as the fall person for your stuff.
I don't see why not.
Oh, you don't see why not?
It's delegating responsibility. That's what team leader does.
Is that right? So, seeing as you decided to wake me up for this, why don't you go back and read your journal entry for the class?
I would be happy to.
In its entirety.
Okay. You want the whole thing?
Yes, as you
All right.
announced it and hit reply to everyone with it.
Coming right up. All right. Entry 66 in the Unliving Codex of Mortis, A Meeting of Monsters.
Dear Kane.
May 15th, 2025, by Sundweller Reckoning. This night began like any other. I was seated among my followers, neophytes, familiars, and devotees to the rites of darkness. Nightshade, an intrepid newcomer from one of the sororities eager to explore the rituals of the night, was prepping the candles. And while she did that, Dark Sun unwrapped the appointed tomes and turned the pages to the spring rituals filled with symbolic names of entities who have embodied eternal night across millennia. Hecate, Nyx, Lilith, Apep, Erebus, Thanatos, Kali, Tesla. You know what? In fact, I can't even pronounce that one.
Wait, what? How do you did you name these people?
Ahriman. Oh no! This is from the dark tomes that I've researched.
And you use never mind. Continue. Just continue.
And other beings whose names have been all but swallowed up and secreted away by time's encroaching eclipse. Morgana, she prepared the blood chalices for this evening's midnight mass. All was flawlessly proceeding according to my instructions. And then some intruder had the absolute gall to not only interrupt our preparations, but puppeteer my followers, causing them to face...
I just want to interject. It's because you ignored the notification. I want you to understand that part.
Yeah. Mail, red envelopes, whatever. It's beneath me. So this intruder, this monster, causes them to face the wall and terrifies me with his power over the shadows themselves. Secretly, I confess, I was at the same time thrilled, this being a creature of true power that had deigned to manifest itself before me, doubtless due to its recognition of my own power and mastery of sanguinary rites.
What?
Roughly. It manhandled me, grabbing me by the hair and dragging me from my hallowed sanctum sanctorum before I could summon my own powers and show this beast who exactly it was dealing with. I was tossed unceremoniously into the back of a limo. Not the worst fate, I grant you, but still, this disrespect to my person would be remembered and etched in
Maybe
blood.
if you answer your damn emails, and maybe if you answer the notification, or the fact that we left the letter, you wouldn't have gotten thrown back there. I'm just saying.
I can't be bothered with all the fan mail I get.
Oh, you can't be bothered. Let me just add that.
I get mail
can't
all the
be
time.
bothered.
Emails and emails.
So when I whoop your ass, I just want to remember you couldn't be bothered. Okay, continue.
Yeah. This incident, they would be etched in blood upon the pages of my Codex Vindictica.
Boy, you don't even know how to spell it, though, but continue.
For some time, we drove into the night until next we came upon what I can only describe as a true abomination. Something straight out of the pages of cryptozoology, more insect than human. Its face, I swear, had literal insects. Bees, I think they were, nesting in little hives next to mandibles. Like this creature's appearance had no discernible effect upon the quartet of grave scouts. I'd never before encountered these grave scouts, whom contended with it, ordering it about and inflicting such pain upon it as I could discern in its inhuman features. Being an expert.
Go back. Are you talking about Queenie?
I am talking about the entity that calls itself Queenie.
A Nosferatu. They're literally close to you guys.
Just it had things. Its face. It's not
a kindred. It's a Nosferatu.
You know, I'm familiar with the name. I am. I've read a bit.
Whatever. Continue.
Being an expert on entities beyond mortal ken of the void and the maelstrom, I knew how to keep myself enrobed in silence, rapt at the spectacle, until one of those scouts approached me. Removing her glasses, I saw there, swearing my soul upon the dukes and barons of hell, the vast Sithonic reaches of Kronos' kingdom, the 1,001 pathways of destiny and fate spiraled out like the gaping jaws of Scylla and Charybdis together, threatening to swallow my immortal life in the endless umbral seas that projected from her eyes.
Are you talking about little Kiki? Little Kiki probably did not do any of that. She probably just did like the whole little magical eye swirly thing, looked at you, and you freaked out. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what you're trying to explain to me?
There was infinite darkness there, such as would break your mind.
Note to self: he may or may not be problematic. Just
trust
in
me.
case.
I know what I saw. I'm an expert on these matters.
Continue.
She pronounced a doom upon me, foretelling my death. And I countered her prophecy, daring like a shooting star, portending cursed omens across the fragile order of the universe that I had seen many possibilities, proving in that moment my mastery of the cosmic oracles, the likes of which she or her troop, I'm sure, had never encountered. It left a lasting impression, I'm quite certain. Back into the limo, I was tossed, manhandled again. Complete disrespect. With the thing that called itself Queenie, I couldn't bear to look upon it or try to make conversation, for all my effort was bent upon survival, keeping its bloodthirsty jaws from fastening about my neck. I triumphed, however, needless to say, and soon was ferried by this black bark to the place that would be my true destination for the evening, this place of business run by a being that went by a single title, the Baron. Not the most illustrious or nocturnal title I've ever heard, but the Baron.
You know the Baron can hear you, right? This is recorded live for the Baron to rewatch, right?
I'm offering my services to give him a better title, that's all.
And he's going to offer to give you a better head if you keep going, but continue.
It was there that I found myself amongst other monsters and eldritch beings, the likes like the one who called themselves Mag. They commanded the affections of not one, but two ravens, yes, like Odin himself, though I knew them by their more mundane acts, a fellow artiste in the shadowy ways of hacking. See, from time to time, those of the digital persuasion seek me out for my expertise in those areas as well.
Hold on for a second. Let me just pause you for right there. From the notes from the Grave Scout girls, what I got was Mag's hacking genius, Queenie hacking political genius, Mortis has an Angel Fire account.
It's to demonstrate my age. I was there at the beginning of the internet. And it's got cool little torches.
Nope, continue.
Anyways, those were my previous encounters with Mag. I was not totally unfamiliar. Mag had come to me seeking out my expertise and assistance with certain hacks. There were two others that would be gathered around me to perform the tasks the Baron would set before us. A sassy cheerleader by the name of Zylina, who I believe Nightshade had made mention of during her induction into my unholy coven as a friend of hers, and a person by the name of Sky, who was apparently related to Beyonce.
Hi, Parkwood. Hi, the Void here. Hi, how you doing? You know, we've had a few letters from you guys, and I just want to say that no, we did not confirm or deny that Sky was related to Beyonce. We would never. Okay, we would never do that. Please do not send your hit squad after us. Okay, we love the concert. We love Renaissance. Renaissance, great album. I got the album. Right, Mortis?
Right, whatever you say.
Boy, you better act like you know. Yeah, continue. Go ahead and continue. Continue.
Their van was most impressive, for it seemed capable of actual teleportation, materializing out of thin air before my very eyes. Never seen a vehicle do that before. Clearly, each of us, by the demonstrations of all of these things, had been handpicked for our unique capabilities and proficiency in the dark arts. I understood implicitly that I was personally selected to lead them. For the Baron made mention of my cult and my many followers, both on campus and in virtual space.
Let me swerve the car back on the road there for a moment. When did you get cleared to be the leader of anything? You can't even be the leader of yourself.
It was implied, given my experience in leading others along the dark path.
That before or after he beat your ass? Because I don't see how that's implied. I implied an ass whooping.
He tested my abilities. He and I sparred, it's true. And I confess, his power surpassed even my own, for those who wonder about that.
Hey, Charlotte, can you give us a replay on last week's sparring match? There's no audio footage. There's no footage of a spar. Well, what do we have footage of? We have footage of you having your ass out in the air. Would you like to comment, sir?
He was teaching me how to fly. It was clearly an educational experience.
Charlotte said that you got beaten around like a pinata on like a hot Tuesday.
You know, Charlotte needs to work on her interpretation of the events that happened. Obviously, not a fan.
Her cousin Horenzo is asking if you're available for parties.
We can talk.
Okay,
later.
Continue.
See, I knew now that I was in the company of true monsters. The eldritch powers of eternal night had prepared the way for me to learn even darker arts and seize the forbidden sigils of sanguine power from the clutches of those who would oppose me. But first, I would need to seek out and capture a lost soul by the name of Thomas.
Get out of my office. Get out of my office.
Okay. We'll talk next week.
No, we won't. Some days I wonder, why do I do this job? And then I realize Lorenzo has kids, and currently alimony checks only get you so far. So all right, okay. You know what? I already know what to do. Let me just give this person a call real quick. Let me see if they can get. I know they're busy. Let me see if I can get them on the line. Hey, Mag.
Yes, hi.
Hi, hello. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you at this hour. You know, you busy. I just wanted to make sure. Did Mortis get put as a leader? I'm confused.
I think he likes to think he did.
Okay.
Though that wasn't any topic of conversation.
Oh.
Leadership was not any part of our task. We were just asked to gather someone.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I got that notification at 3 a.m. and I was just like, who is waking everyone up for this notification about like a throne and a cult leader and something about a spar that never happened.
There's no more confident force than a mediocre white man.
You know what? On that note, you know what? F it, let's just start the show. No gods, no masters, and everyone.
And who have I become? A nervous wreck obsessed with second guessing myself. And I'm so sick of walking when my lungs are begging me to run. So don't act like I'm not choking while you drown. A picture perfect image that isn't clear. And now I'm back to the same place that I swore I never returned to. And now I'm back to the same place that I swore I never returned to.
Wait, why do I have you still on the phone?
Why do you still have me on the phone? This was just like several seconds of silence.
Uh, Also, you're running up my minutes. You know how hard it is to get minutes in the Ohio.
I'll leave you to it then. Click.
Okay. As we hang up there, we do have to tune into a few places. Specifically, a place that I never thought I would have to take you there. I'm sorry. Normally, I would just put you in the scene, drop you there, especially after that beautiful intro. But if I don't address this now, you won't understand the seriousness of the situation. Give me a moment. I'm gonna try to ring them up. I'm not even getting the dial tone. How do I get in contact? Oh wait, they're on the landline. No wonder. Phyllis, how are you?
No, thank you.
Ah, I see that.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I feel like your connection to the void isn't really the greatest, but that's fine. Let me just try to. Nope, that's still not working. Phyllis, are you trying to talk to me on an old-fashioned hand crank phone?
I have, darling. I don't have any of those hell devices.
Were you not? No. We'll address that to another time. Phyllis, where are we? Where are we in your kitchen? Describe your kitchen and your beautiful outfit for us.
Well, it's my home first, so my kitchen is my pride and joy. Everything is outfitted to look like a 1980s best kind of kitchen. In my outfit, I'm wearing my finest pearls as I come guest season, I hear.
You might be. Actually, you get a knock on the door. Phyllis, open the door.
I'll answer.
You see a very tall man, well dressed. Looks like he also stepped out of the same era. Um, he would be your Ricky to your Lucy in this moment.
Uh, kind of
Phyllis, Phyllis. Now you know where you're supposed to be, Phyllis. The Baron's looking for you, darling.
Oh. Okay. Could not stop thinking.
He takes a look inside. What is it that is on the table? Describe to us the spread. Give us the Martha Stewart tour. This is your world. We're just all living in it.
On the table, there would probably be, from a distance, it all looks kind of normal. There'd be some sort of like jello salad, like eyeballs in it, and there'd be like a platter with like, dripping blood. With me, like, you know, fancy dinner spread that usually various things plated, finished china.
He looks like he wants to make a remark. Um, you know, David. David doesn't really address what's on the table. He goes and eats one of the confectionaries on the table. Takes a big bite. You know, you're a good guy that can cook, but we gotta go. We gotta go. Let me see. Where am I taking you?
Oh, I do
Aaron
have
told
really
me he's still chewing. Needs more salt though. Needs some more salt. A little bit more seasoning though.
what?
Just a little bit more seasoning. Oh, no, darling, doll. What did I tell you? Like, like we're up north now. Like Midwestern North. They like to put a little bit more, you know, onion powder, some paprika.
I'm so sorry. It was not understanding.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm just telling you, like,
Go back to the kitchen.
oh no. He's just gonna go like, I'm just saying, like, like your heart just needs little juicing up, just enough, just a little, like, some life in it. Pump some life back into, like, the season in there. You hear his phone start to ring. You know what? We don't got enough time. Okay, you cover everything up. I'll drop you off where you need to go. Go with that, or
She'll just yeah.
and as we watch the two of them walk out, um, we see this lovely little home that's decked out in color, while everything else around it is in black and white. Uh, Phyllis's red dress kind of permeates this colorless world, and even David kind of ombres a bit, both in the black and white and the color. We don't know why this is happening. The car ride, as it was, the van, all of you are deep in thought. One by one, you are trying to gather everything that is happening. Sky continues to drive. Doesn't say much. Great driver. Seems to, I don't know, knows where they're going without saying where Sky goes. Sky has a map in Sky's head. You are all just passengers on the ride. But as you're sitting there,
My feet are so sweaty and smelly. My wife
all of a sudden you just hear the radio.
Introducing first.
Mortis has decided to press on the buttons, decided to hit that one radio station. You know the one, the rock station, not the one that plays like the newer emo stuff, the stuff that like you would probably hear on the radio currently. No, this is the metal, loud, rupturous, racketeerish, the type that looks like, oh, Kyler has decided to put his head against the drywall again. Really, why do they keep putting their head to the drywall? And it breaks you out of thought first, Mac, as you were just hearing the words, "Don't apologize for greatness," and then this racket happens.
Can't stand violence, huh?
As they say, you know, you don't apologize for greatness. Obviously, my taste in music is fantastic. Come on. Tell me you're all getting behind it.
I think Mag very pointedly casts a long gaze to Zylina and Queenie before looking back at Mortis.
This isn't your jam? I mean,
I don't think it's even my jelly.
Zylina smiles.
Zylina,
But it's a forced smile.
I'm glad you're smiling. Hold on for a second. Oh, your agent. Oh, okay, our agent just. Our client has decided not to show up to stream today on camera because. For this notice that we would like for you to have the screenshot of our client, blase, blase, blase. Please note that if you make any mention of blase, 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 we will find you blase, blase. Okay, great. It is so great to see you, Zylina, in this moment as you sit there and you smile. That same smile. Damn, that smile. That smile always gets us. The last song, it reminds you of something. Unfortunately, it reminds you of a mage. A mage by the name of Chris. You know Chris. Chris is the one that, well, he couldn't become a football player, so he ended up becoming a mascot. And then, for some magical reason, he was able to get on the team. And he's been bugging you since. This is his song.
A little tick in her eye, just a small one, as she thinks about dear old Chris.
Could I roll an insight check to see if Mag catches that?
Yeah, you go ahead, roll for me wits and insight. Zylina, you can go ahead and roll for me. If you're trying to hide anything, you can roll manipulation, performance, manipulation, and yeah, manipulation and performance. Or manipulation persuasion, as if you're persuading that nothing is going wrong, or composure, whichever one you use. You two just tell me what you guys get in successes.
I got 5 successes.
5 successes, great.
Oh no. Is one of them the hunger dice or no? I'm assuming not.
I think it would include the hunger die.
It would include a hunger die. You guys have not had to roll for hunger. You are currently at hunger 1.
Only 2 successes.
Mag, you clock this immediately.
I don't think Mag says anything. I think they just look at Zylina, just kind of like a look that that obfuscating that's like, this guy, but like knowing that they have more information than Zylina has in this moment.
you get a phone call. You gonna tell me you only give me 30 seconds? Is that how long you want to keep your head? Well, let me help you with something. I didn't get into the full reason why I was upset with you, did I? Before I put you in the van. Let me help you, the Crow. Listen, I am not here for the emo bullshit for tonight, so let me help you speed on to where I need you to be. I need you to clean up messes, not make messes, not appear on camera causing more messes. And I definitely don't need you effing up a big client of ours. Don't think I haven't seen your work with the political sphere. It's gotten around me. Well, I'm glad. Then you should be able to survive tonight then and not piss me off. You think you would have been able to make it out of the city? Especially with the fog rolling? That's cute. I need you to get in touch with someone by the name of Mallory. You get a picture of Mallory. Mallory, describe your scene kid photo for us.
Absolutely. So Mallory is your prototypical girl, straight from the emo scene, about 5'4", really tall and imposing. Usually in some sort of rotation of torn up band tees, of whatever show that she's found herself in that day. And usually also wearing dark navy skinny jeans or some ratty beat up black Converse high tops, also, adorned with the most intricate lyrics writing wherever that she can get in Sharpie. Her chestnut hair is adorned with black and blue dyed raccoon tails. You know the type. You absolutely know the type. You know Kiki Cannibal.
Yeah.
That frame her gray eyes, and to ensure she has everything she needs on her, she does have her favorite American football vintage messenger bag that's absolutely full to the brim with essentials. It is beat up with patches of various games she's seen or venues she's attended to, or she's attended, or vague, her from Invaders and match, whatever. It's very bad. Very, very bad.
And we got that. 1 second. Hey, Paul. Just someone mentioned American football. And just wanted to know if we could. Who's Jennifer? As if. There you go. Queenie, you get this notification of this description of the person you're supposed to be looking for. I need you to go and tell them that payment is due if they don't have Jonathan by the end of the night. Tell them that they will go out of style just like the bands that they follow. My Chemical Romance will be the only one having a reunion this year. Same location you're heading, apparently. Hopefully. Well, if you don't find them, do you really care? well, you got to the end of the night, so you do your best to find them, but you should also focus on your other job. Immediately. Post haste. Hold on for a second. You hear static? No, that's everything. Don't fuck this up. That's a message for all of you. You can tell the group. Alright. Oh! One last thing before you hang up. Tell Mortis that I heard what he said. And he hangs up.
Queenie, what was that?
It's Mortis. Yes. Did they give you anything more than that? I say a lot of things. I'm just trying to.
Yes, we know.
See, Mag knows. I mean, I have quite an audience. It's far-reaching, and I say a lot. So you're gonna need to be more specific.
I wish I could call your audiences captive, but I think that's a forcible captivation. Do you always have to restrain them to make them listen to you?
No.
Very
People
valid
from all
question.
over gravitate towards me because they see me as a beacon of darkness.
The only thing I see you and Gravity doing is defy each other.
That happens too occasionally. Yes, I grant you that. It's one of my powers.
We have a second job.
Splendid. I'm
It-
glad I'm on the team for this.
Oh,
Make
It
sure
sounded
it's
like
done right.
you have a second job, not us.
And if I am stuck with it and can't help anyone, the entire mission will fail. I can't split my attention that easily in a rave of all places. I can't exactly be seen, so I have to worry about that as well. Unless we
Then
want to
don't.
cause more.
Allow me and
Queenie, you don't have to worry about it.
allow
I'm on
me
your side.
and Zylina to handle most of it. We're charming individuals.
I will lend my charisma to the situation as well.
No need.
I will lend it anyway. Yeah, I'm sure you need me. Yeah.
I think we got it. I think we got it. What was the
Not what I said either. I suggest that you use your talents of not being seen to find the second directive. Zylina and I, as we are probably the most unrecognizable in a crowd when it comes to a rave, find our primary target and our fearless leader can make sure we have a getaway car with Sky.
I can do that. I'm up for that job.
Speaking of which, as you guys are having this discussion, we as an audience, onlookers, the void, the audience, the creators of the show, is this show reality? Is it a reality TV show? We don't really know. No one has the answers. Mag probably might have the answers, but they're just trying to figure out what the answers was for the Baron. So they aren't putting their whole attention into this anyways. But we can see where they're driving from. They drive past the Skyline Chili. You know what Skyline Chili is. It's that place that has five-way. No, not that five-way. It's the chili. Don't make me tase you. Actually, Mortis, do you know about a recent incident at a Skyline Chili? Something about a rival cult that took themselves out.
Yeah.
No one likes talking about it, but there was a rumor of a lady in a lake crawling from up under a Skyline Chili in Ohio and releasing something, a sword being released, but you don't know the full details.
No.
Actually, I need you to make me roll though. Intelligence in occult, difficulty of 4.
I'm all over it. rouse just to kind of surge a little bit here with the thickness of my blood. Get a little hungrier.
You got hungrier?
Yeah.
We're gonna
a little
settle
hungrier. That is. What did you say the difficulty was?
Difficulty 4.
That's 4 successes.
4 successes. Phyllis, dear, you forgot to hang up. Phyllis
just beeping because she went with the guy.
Don't worry, Phyllis, I got you. I swear she needs a new phone. Mortis. Hi. You're back. Mortis, you roused just to think about something you already know?
No. I rouse to make sure I know as much about it as I possibly can. You know?
Right.
There's a vast library, archives inside this mind of mine. I need dimensional space.
You made yourself hungrier.
I did.
Yeah.
You know what? You got to be hungry. You got to be hungry in this life.
You gotta be. You know, maybe you snack on one of them just to take the edge off.
One of these companions of mine. They might not like it.
No one questions it. I wouldn't suggest you do it. Seeing as you got your ass whipped earlier, but you're not the thinking type. You're the doing type.
That's right. I am. But I don't tend to feast on my comrades. I have followers.
Followers. Sure. You better hope you have followers. Not like that Skyline Chili incident. No followers can be found from that. You know that, like, they kept claiming that they were releasing the god during Oktoberfest, and it happened around the same time as the Ohio disappearing.
Yeah, well, they claim a lot. Obviously, they are the rival cult and not as good.
Well, they were the rival cult, but they're not here anymore.
That's what happens when you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. Messing with powers beyond your control. Yeah, that's right. They clearly don't have mastery of the dark forces that I do.
Interesting.
That's why they're gone.
You watch Mortis' eyes kind of glaze over a bit. He licks his non-fangs.
Little peckish, you know. I could eat.
As you look out the window, you see something interesting. You see a jewel Osco. It's the best way I can say it's a store, a grocery store. It's not. It just recently got built. From your perspective, you know a little bit about the protests that happened about it being built. Some more eco-friendly folks weren't too appreciative of a place associated with a company that starts with the letter P. But no one would actually say what that letter P was. This was a little bit before you became you.
I think I'm familiar with this company, though, aren't I? Yeah, I would be.
Kind of, sort of. They don't return your email, so.
No, they don't. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
It happens a lot. But
Well, you know, we all do that when we're very busy in the biz.
Yeah.
And when it comes to me becoming me, it depends on which me you're asking.
That is very true. Actually, no. You know, now that I remember, roll for me either finance, streetwise, or tech. with intelligence, difficulty of 3.
So intelligence tech.
Whichever one you have for this that you can use.
Am I rolling 2?
No, because I can tell you exactly what it is that you know.
Okay.
Okay, intelligence technology. I'm going to spend willpower to reroll 3.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Let me just mark that real quick.
Music.
4 successes.
4 successes, great. Yeah, Pentex, you got that email. You got a job offer for one of their tech companies. It was kind of shady, but not shady. The money, it was the type of shade of green that everyone could agree to, but definitely shady.
I think, as Mag considers this, I think there's like a glimmer of like what could have been. And I think there's like this memory of a conversation that Mag had with Mountain, like being like really excited about this job offer, like a few days before what happened.
Gotcha. For all of you, as you're going past, you see the Cucumber Lounge and Thrusters. The Cucumber Lounge is a male review lounge, Thrusters is a gay bar. What all of you remember, the rival businesses that have evolved over the years, and rumor has it that they have a blood feud. Especially what happened in 2011. You know what happened in 2011, we don't have to talk about it. 20 people died that day. 20 people died that day. Anyways, Zylina, you know that there's a group of hunters at Thrusters.
Oh. Ones that my parents might have been associated with, or a separate Hunters Guild?
Associated, thinly. It's more like friendly, will work with you, not necessarily we're part of the group.
Okay. Would you say that Zylina has been there before? On business?
Thrusters, definitely. You know Madam X.
Okay.
She recently took off for Ohio. It said there was something important there she had to go deal with. Actually, if you could, roll for me intelligence and occult difficulty of 5.
Okay.
Queenie, while she's doing that, the Cucumber Lounge, you framed a couple of people who've been there.
That's what the work entails sometimes.
3 normal successes and 2 crits.
Definitely with those 2 crits, immediately it takes you back. Madam X is a Templar. Old school Templar. And whenever they take off, it's something important. Because the last time you saw them, you didn't see them in drag, you saw them in fatigues. Use that information as you will. But as all of you are driving through here, you know that you're about to head out of the city limit when you hit a Radio Shack. The last Radio Shack in America. It outlived the Battle of 2010 against Blockbuster. 40 people died. We don't talk about it. Past that is Lake Old Town. It's a lake that used to have the first city of Finks. How it flooded, no one likes to talk about it. If you know the history of those old school towns where it's just like, yeah, you know, there was a flood. People lived there, it flooded. And you always know. If you've been around as long as I have, you know what happens when a city floods a town and no one has questions or answers for it. We won't touch it, as we shouldn't have to touch it. Just know, I'm gonna collect baby girl. Don't think I won't come after your parents for that. Moving on. What do you mean they're already dead and I can't collect? You think I'm not... You think I ain't gonna go and fight Brenda? Ask Martha what I did when she passed away. Stomped on her grave is what I did. Anyways.
I think as we're driving and as like Mag has like that moment of like softness and recollection, I think they glance at Mortis. Something on your mind?
There's lots of things on my mind.
Narrow it
Like-
down to one.
I'm thinking about this Thomas guy that we're supposed to retrieve for the Baron. I'm also thinking about that incident, the five-way chili and the rival cult. I'm thinking about my place here in the coterie
Great
and
thing,
how
okay.
it depends upon me for its very survival. And how I have this new responsibility for all of you.
That's 4 things.
You're like family. I could go on. I can keep going. I'm thinking about how hungry I am right now. I mean, it just,
And that's 5 things when I ask for one.
Yeah, that's right. That's a whole hand worth of things. So that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Hungry, you said?
Hungry. Yeah.
What's funny, is it like this feeling where you know that no matter what you consume, like water, chili, anything like that, it wouldn't satisfy you, right?
It just would.
It's something more, something that causes you to look at people, well, mortals now, and just go, yeah, all I'd have to do is rip them limb from limb, not even limb from limb, maybe just a slight incision on their lovely jugular vein.
Something of that nature, but that's not normally how I do it. Yeah. My tastes are trending to the exquisite and exotic.
I don't think
And
I've
the
ever
fact
thought
you
that.
haven't
Must be weird.
starved is
As you guys continue to drive...
While
Oh, go ahead.
just wanted to, as they talk, Zylina is gonna lean over to Queenie and whisper to Queenie. So, do you have any weapons on you? Because werewolves are no joke if that's what we're going into.
eyes up, senses sharp. We get this job done immediately. We get the secondary directive, and we get the fuck out. We don't waste time. We don't miss anything.
I trust you, Queenie. You kinda saved me more
I
than
did
once,
was add
so
myself next to you so you weren't the only one that had
I have your
something
back.
to carry. But the thought is appreciated.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a feeling like that, Mortis.
Still.
You're probably just different. Your hunger is not as deep, maybe. Although you did talk about rending people limb from limb. I mean, I imagine that might be something you're familiar with.
Maybe.
Is that your preference?
It could be.
Your approach?
Mayhaps.
Is there any kind of special preparation or approach that you use, any kind of technique?
Well, I don't know. I think, and I assume since Mortis hit the radio that he's in the shotgun seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah.
I think Mac sort of like leans in. I don't know. I just kind of get close to their eyes.
Yeah, Mortis is going to lean away. He's
The
prowess. I can tell.
Tightens the hole between the two of them, and then backs away extremely as the car is slowly driving out of our view, and we cut to another scene. We cut to
no gods, no masters, and everyone has a voice. At least that's what you've come to know from WGNX. To me, this is just another place, another point in time, where a bunch of young people try to rebel against the higher-ups. I like their effort. I like coming here and watching them rabble around. I like seeing a pretty face or two come about, especially the ones in the neon purple. She's pretty. She's off thinking about, what am I doing? Why am I here? Who am I here for? I don't got the answers for you, baby girl. And I don't got the answers for all the other places who are here. All the people, places. Does it really matter? WGNX isn't really a place. It's an ideal. It's an ideal for Instagram girls who are trying to get their best shot. Standing in the mirror and trying to figure out what their life is going to come up to. Not much, sorry. You don't get a perfect end in the story. But it's also made for a few other folks. The guy sitting at the bar, thinking that he's gonna get laid, thinking he's gonna bide his time, but has found out that the night is not actually gonna go his way. Sorry, buddy. I feel your pain there. And my poor bartender and bartender girl. You have to watch this whole scene go down. Tried to tell you, it's never gonna work out for you, buddy. Like I said before, WGNX isn't an actual place, but a point in time for folks. A repeating one. This is cyclical. It happens every single night, especially on Friday night. Normally it's a lot more quiet, but tonight is a little bit more packed, lively, busy, adventurous. In low blue, purple, and red lights, you can be anyone or anything. They call it bisexual lighting. This place fits for that. I feel sorry for the poor soul trying to find someone here in this place though, because it's kind of pretty tame. Not much to my liking. Oh well. At least the music is good. Or it usually is good, but on this night, someone's trying to play something a lot more adventurous. And the guy coming out with his crew, yeah, he's not really that great. Although this song is a bop. I like listening to it. This is supposed to be our night. Your night. But you're on duty. Here in Radio Pit. Have fun, kids. The night is just getting started.
Here's where we just got a notification from. We had an SI attack. Also, because of that, and I love to be creative. Those of you who have over one dive in technology, I need you to give me a roll in Resolve in Technology, difficulty of
2. Can we add specialties to this?
You can add your specialties, and you pretty much want to add whatever you need.
I don't have all the willpower to spend in the night, so 2 successes.
So 4 dots and
Wait, I need that
specialty. That's 5 dice and all 5 came with successes. That's 5 successes for Queenie. The first 3 rolls she's had.
3 successes.
3 successes.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. Mortis, can I ask you a question? If you're still here. Mortis.
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 Yes.
Mortis,
Am I not hearing something?
I need you to clock in. How many things do you have in technology? How many dots do you have there?
I'm not hearing Crow at all, so Crow's
Oh,
They're not
Yeah.
hearing you.
they're not hearing you.
Okay.
Yeah. The question was, how many dots do you have in technology?
3.
I believe those who had more than 1 dot in technology did a resolve technology roll. You can ask
Do
them.
that? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear Crow at all.
No worries. Oh gosh, golly.
That is a messy crit. 5 successes.
You know, seeing as you can't hear me, Mortis, you know what? That's fine. Messy crit, you don't need to know anything. You just nod your head prettily. Exactly. And that, I'm using that to my advantage. For the rest of you, I'm just gonna tell him to restart his stuff. Meanwhile, let's just talk between a few of you who didn't succeed that without messing it up. You look at your phone. And you notice something. You notice that someone was trying to get in. Someone who's been paying attention and listening into the conversation. But luckily for you, you're extremely good at what you do, so it doesn't bother you so much. For Mortis, well, we'll get to that in just a moment. Mortis isn't really important. No, not in this moment. What's truly important, actually, is Mallory. Mallory, you're in this club. It's not really your scene, but it's also your scene. They were playing your style of music at one point. And then it switched to something experimental. Now the guys have taken out trash cans and started banging them. There's one young lady with like a construction drill, and she's drilling into like one of the trash cans. And then
I love that.
I'm glad you do, because they have a lot of that going on. And in the background, you see 2 guys fighting it out, and then you have someone just holding a tape recorder to it and be like, "Yo, this is about to be the song of the summer."
This is just Baltimore drag. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is the drag scene of Baltimore.
You do know that, like, you're supposed to be finding someone by the name of Jonathan. Jonathan, you know a little bit about Jonathan. Jonathan is associated with the Baron, but you don't know how. and you know you were tasked. And you were tasked this 5 weeks ago. And for some reason, Jonathan just keeps slipping you. But you have been able to get a few bands' autograph. If you could, just deluge us into whose autograph you've gotten.
In the past 5 weeks?
Oh, yeah.
Or like just tonight? Or
past 5 weeks.
Okay, in the past 5 weeks. Oh my gosh. I mean, of course, Phoebe Bridgers, like, somehow I got lucky enough to get her. I mean, you can't. She's the queen. But also, like, do you remember Gabe Saporta? Like, before Cobra Starship, but like, like back in the day. Like,
back in the day, no, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe Saporta, I mean, just randomly rolling up through Ohio, but I mean, Ohio is for lovers, I guess. There's this new up-and-comer that's really interesting, Sydney Gish, who is the most awkward and introverted and, like, performer out there, but God, she's a lot of fun.
It does, yeah, she's a lot of fun. And as you're regaling this into the back of your mind, you're taking a look around, you see a bunch of folks kind of getting down, like they are jamming out to this, and then you see one girl has done a kickflip off a banister and then onto a split, and then catches a blade and gets back up.
I think the inner yes comes out. I have a feeling like the entire club erupts into.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
And you look, and you get a good look. It is Jerica.
Of course. Who else?
Describe Jerica for us. You're better. You know her longer.
Oh, I mean, she's the only mortal that I keep in touch with, really, which is good, perfect, wonderful. But of course, in instances like these, in the middle of a scene, I have to keep my distance just in case, the hunger strikes. The last thing I want to do is curse her to this life that I've been cursed with. And, so Jerica is my best friend, period. A tall black woman, hair in afro puffs, completely tonight, just head to toe in like leather and latex, just to make sure that she can remain the most agile and like in these stunts. Boots, like platform boots, highest heel in the world, like truly opposites attract in this best friend of two here, but I couldn't be prouder.
I will say, as you're trying to have this dramatic moment of, I gotta stay away from her, I gotta get away from this curse, the music kind of record scratch, and Jerica's like right in front of you. Mallory, are you trying to avoid me, Mallory?
No, ma'am. No, absolutely not. No, you are absolutely destroying right now, and far be it from me, to try to take your moment in the spotlight.
Charisma and subterfuge, difficulty of 4.
Difficulty 4? Okay.
Difficulty 4, as Jerica is clocking you for that moment, like she's glad you recognize real, but at the same time, it doesn't sound like you're being real with her.
Ah, damn, barely. 3 successes.
3 successes. She takes out a fan, clacks it. So, you are avoiding me.
I mean, we just texted like earlier today.
Let me tell Let me tell you something. And she points the fan at you. What you're not gonna do is tell me we just texted. When I wake up, I better get a text. When I go to sleep, I better get a text. When I go to the bathroom, I better get a phone call. When you decide that like you get up in the morning or at night or whatever you do, since I can't see you, you call me. Now, if I don't get a phone call from you, I'm calling someone. I can't reach someone. If I can't reach someone, she takes out another fan. Foof. You know who I'm gonna go. You know I'm gonna go and I'm gonna fight whoever it is. And you see blades pop out of each of the bladed fans. They're fake blades, but you know she's gotten into her katana phase. It's part of her new routine.
Of course. No. Hot. I used to have a hot sign. Oh, okay. You know I keep that motherfucking thing on me. So, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just
don't be sorry. And she holds out her hand. Just follow me. I'm not asking you to be better. Girl, be at your worst. Come on. And she grabs your hand and leads you to the VIP booth as Phyllis walks in first. Just very out of place. Decorative in her red dress. She looks like she just stepped out of one of those old-timey sitcoms. You know, the ones that kind of rerun when you wake up at night, Mallory.
say that one more time. I'm so sorry.
Oh no,
She
you're
looks
fine.
like old-timey. Oh, okay.
Old-timey, yeah.
Well, I nudge Jerica and I'm like, well, I guess it's a scene for everyone.
No. Work. You know what? I see the vision. Think about it. She's doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. So therefore, she's going against the curve instead of being the curve. Because like my mom told me, it has to be. But listen, let me tell you something. My mama told me it's better to work against the curve than work on the curve.
I know.
Actually, now that I think about it,
I don't know. Well, actually, hold on. Let's walk that back just a little bit.
Let's walk that back just a little bit. No, wait. Hold on.
Your mom might have been a little sex worker phobic.
Hold on. And she looks at her phone. Actually, no. She said it's better to work on the corner against the curve than to be working for your daddy. You know what? Never mind. I got the whole quote wrong.
It's okay. Listen. Okay, boomer.
Exactly. You two see a young man kind of just work past the two of you and just look at the two of you. Okay, Ronald, I see you. All right, no one's buying the mixtape. He just waves him off.
Well, I mean, but actually, you know everyone here, right?
Yeah.
You know this guy Jonathan?
Which Jonathan? Are you talking about like grade A Jonathan? Jonathan from down the way? Jonathan with the curly hair? Or are you talking about like wish Jonathan, as in Jonathan wish he could be like the other Jonathans?
I'm gonna have to say Jonathan from down the way and around the corner.
Jonathan from down the way, up the alley.
Yeah, around the corner.
Let me see. And she looks around. Hold on for a second. It just grabs your hand. Come on, we're going upstairs. Wait, are you comfortable with touching? Are you comfortable with like?
Oh, yeah. You? Sure, absolutely, totally fine.
And she grabs your hand, locks it in step, and it's almost like she just takes off in flight with you. She's that graceful, going up the stairs, going around the corner, going up another flight of stairs, and she's upstairs and she's looking around. Hold on for a second. I know he would know. She looks Samson, hey baby, how you doing? You see Samson. Samson is wearing a black suit and tie. His hair's kind of been coiffed. It's kind of stocky, but he looks like he's been putting on muscle. He's been doing work. He's been doing typo. He's been getting snatched, as it were. Seems pretty calm.
Okay.
But the first thing you clock is a metal contraption on his arm. You can't really see it in the lighting, but it's gaudy almost. But it looks like it has like a computer component with it.
Huh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Samson just kind of looks at the two of you. Jericho. Not important. Have you seen Jonathan? He kind of looks at you, Mallory. I don't. Hi. Who are you?
That's. I'm. Actually, that was me, Amber, because I'm suffering from allergies.
That's fine.
The pollen up here in DC is killing me. I'm dying. Okay. I'm. And she, like, rolls her shoulders back, trying to, like. I'm Mallory Malice.
Mallory Malice.
And I'm looking for Jonathan, trying her best to be intimidating.
Oh,
Little scowl.
You can go ahead and roll for me charisma intimidation. There's no set difficulty in this.
Okay. We'll just see what happens.
Just see what happens.
Wait, do I? Okay. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes out of 6.
4 out of 6? Yeah, he's kind of like... He's looking at you like, oh, okay, or that's a lot stronger than I thought, but looks up to you. Can you give me a description? I probably might have seen him.
Crow, I forgot what he looked like.
That is fine. That is what I'm here for.
Okay. Yeah, Mallory gives the most amazing, detailed, like, description of Jonathan that that Crow is going to give us right now.
That is correct. Here at the Void, we have all of our information of the people that are here on tonight. Jonathan is a kind of lanky African-American male. Just recently grew out his dreadlocks after a few weeks. Awkward, kind of not a follower, but really isn't as outgoing to these events. He's the type that doesn't really want to come out, but is only coming out because he's absolutely not dealing with the Baron at all. He wears the latest stuff that all the Gen Z wears, but there's one important thing about Jonathan. Jonathan has this gaze in his eyes. You know the one. The type of gaze that tells you he sees everything. And when I mean everything at once, all at once. Not like the movie. Not everything all at once. But like he can see beyond that. It's weird. It's kind of hard to describe in a picture, but that's how you describe it.
And no, I like, yeah, he's you know that like far off, like distant look that some people with like really extreme ADHD give when they're in like a loop. He's like, yeah, he's like a medium, I mean like a tall, lanky black boy, long, you know, like dreads, real spacey. Like this wouldn't normally be his scene, but I've heard word that I'm supposed to be looking for him.
Oh, and they both kind of say it in unison. And then Jericho just goes like, actually, I did see him. Actually, we both see him. Yeah.
Really?
He was up here asking me about a few things anyways.
What was he asking you about?
Usual stuff. Gen Zer, kid troubles. Something, he's gotten into the occult. And I did a little bit of research into it. So I just answered a few questions.
Huh. And he's still here?
Yeah, he's still here. He's hanging out with, who was that? Oh, right. So he's hanging out with, like, what's this guy's name? No, not Teddy Bannister. I saw him. He's kind of just weird. Chris. Chris. Okay, you don't know Chris. Chris, kind of.
Hey, Chris, you were our only friend, Chris?
No, not that Chris. Not that Chris. The other Chris. Chris who was just like, he's kind of like Xander from Buffy. That Chris.
Okay. Yeah, that Chris.
That Chris, yeah. He got on the football team, I heard. I don't know how he got up there, but like he got up there.
Honestly, good for Xander looking guy.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Have you seen his mama though? Have you seen his mama? Listen.
Does she got it going on?
No. Stacy does not got it going on. In fact, I don't know what Stacy got, but it's not on. And then she points out to a woman who is currently yelling at someone at the bar.
Oh, so Karen. Right. Okay.
Girl, let me tell you, she is wearing a knockoff Knicks.
How do you know it's a knockoff?
It is.
From up here.
Listen, look at the color. That original dress, I bought that one. You know how much that cost me?
Hundreds, I'm sure.
$5,000.
We're college students. How did you afford? Anyway.
You asking the wrong questions.
Okay, true. Okay. Well, I appreciate you both for letting me know that Jonathan's here. I've been looking for him for over a month, and he's so squirrely. I'm sure, y'all know him better than I do. I'm sure you understand.
He's not. He's just, She kind of just leans over to you. Okay, he's, from what I've heard, he's gone through a lot, but I don't know. He got into an argument with, like, some daddy, too. Like, it's like something.
Issues, of course.
I don't know. It sounded weird. Something about, like, he hates his dad's job or something. I don't know. Girl, I tried talking to him, and it's like talking to a brick wall. He won't listen to me. Maybe he might listen to you. Hold on. I'm gonna go find him. Phyllis. As this conversation's happening downstairs,
Yes.
I need you to give me a roll.
Okay.
I need you to roll for me Resolve and Composure, difficulty of 3.
No. Success.
But one success. It hits you first. You're walking through this place. It turns colorless, with red lines everywhere. Everyone is dancing, the music stops, and they all look at you. Phyllis, shouldn't you be starting the show?
The show.
Phyllis, you know, our homemaking show, look at this place. It's horrible. It's gaudy. You know you're supposed to do the home decorating show.
I find it efficiency. Not my style, but is that what you're asking?
I don't like the style. You know what? We'll fix it right after we find that young man, that poor, innocent young man who's been tied up with this ugly, ugly club. We should burn it down later, just to make renovations for the home renovation place. That's if you want. I don't want to force you.
Yeah, that sounds delightful.
For the audience who can't For the audience who can't hear Phyllis, the void seems to be covering up a few things. Don't worry, we'll get back in just a moment to hear what secret was behind that. But behind her steps out Mag, Mortis, Zylina, and Queenie. You guys step into the pit. Mag, it hits you first. How much has changed? This used to be a more quiet, more reflective, more insular, and now it's become a place where everyone and their mother and their cousin and that guy, John, you know John, you don't like John. John is the one who keeps telling you to buy his mixtape. He keeps telling you he's going to get y'all out the hood. Y'all not getting out the hood. Not with that mixtape.
He's an okay rapper, it's just his music choice is terrible.
It is. Mountain played a few of his albums at one time.
Yes, he did.
Actually, I need to ask you a question. No. Why is it that every time I ask for one of you, another one of you appears? Go away, Mortis. Mallory. Tell me, how are you feeling this moment, Mama? So, as you do. Interesting. We'll come back to that. As you're doing that, we tied into Mag. Oh, there you are. It's getting confusing. You guys are crossing wires. It seems the more you guys interact, the more the wires cross. Don't worry, you can't see the red line. It's not like the other girl.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to tell you that secret. No. I need you to tell me a secret.
Okay.
Tell me about the night that you met Mountain here. It's just us.
I was wandering about. The thing about being a person who can put on a smile is that everyone sees you as just that smile. So I figured I could just come here, be all smiles, float, and just be calm for a little bit, not think about everything and nothing at the same time. And all of a sudden, I feel this big hand on my shoulder, and I hear the words, "Hey, chickadee, lost?" And so I give him that big old smile, and I said, "Depends on if you're wanting to find me or not." And unfortunately, the rest is history.
History. That's how we're seeing it. That's what we're doing. We're calling it just history.
There are many other words for it.
Are you lying to me right now?
No,
Are you lying to yourself right now?
maybe a piece of me.
What is it for someone to lie to themselves, lie to the others, only to find out that the truth might not exist at all?
The truth is a matter of circumstance. It can't be one thing at one time. It is all things at all times. So why can't I be as well?
Maybe it's nothing at all.
Maybe I'm nothing at all. Wouldn't that be interesting?
You go notice something in this moment. Actually, each of you who are standing next to Mag, roll for me. Wits and insight, difficulty of 5.
I'm not going to roll because I don't have enough to get 5.
That is perfectly okay.
Queenie will not be rolling because I think Queenie would have tried to space themselves out and look for some sort of dark corner or some back alley to sneak to.
That's also perfectly fine.
Mortis did roll, but Mortis has no insight whatsoever to speak of. But he got 2 successes.
Okay, any messy failures?
Yeah, one of those was with Fangs, so it might have been, yeah.
Well, you know what? There's 2 things we gotta touch with you, Mortis. Mallory. It's something you don't think you were supposed to hear. But you hear it come out of one of the speakers. Maybe I'm nothing at all. As if it was replying to you in a conversation.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Did I have an ADHD moment?
It is perfectly fine. Listen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you, the Void is also trying to text the lawyers because we just got an announcement from Ivory Park that we're being sued. Something about a connection with Beyonce that we can't confirm or deny is happening. So, what you did hear was out of the loudspeaker behind you, you heard, maybe I'm nothing at all, as if it was replying to you.
Mallory whips, like, her head in the way, like, in the direction of where that came from.
It's the loudspeaker. It's in the general direction of where everyone was pointing Jonathan should be.
Maybe I'm nothing at all. Ooh, okay. Actually, I also have Sense the Unseen.
You can go ahead and pop it.
Yeah, I will pop that.
As you do this place was already crowded, and it seems like there's now more people here as you pop Sense the Unseen.
Okay. Is there anyone that I see that matches that description that I was given?
Interesting enough, you see Jonathan. He's not hiding in this. He's still in the crowd. It's just the person beside him has some sort of glowy thing around him. And he's standing next to another person who you know to be Chris. Xander Chris.
Xander Chris. Okay. The whole gang is here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mallory, like, secretly just, like, inside her head, just like, oh, yes. Very Napoleon Dynamite kind of moment in her head. And then just takes this moment to take advantage of, like, being part of the scene and, like, slipping and disappearing into the, like, the pulsating of the crowd, to use that, like, movement of the crowd to her advantage to work to them.
Okay. Give me dex in either athletics or performance, whatever you're comfortable with. Difficulty of 4.
Okay. Alright, I gotta pass all 4 of these die. Wait. Yeah. No, I that's 3 out of 4.
You get through most of the crowd, but then you hit a person, a young woman, straight blonde hair that hides half of her face, wearing a tight red dress. She's has a drink in her hand, a red drink in her hand. You can tell it's Vitae. It's strong.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my apologies.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking where I was going, but...
No. It's me. I'm sorry. And she's standing next to a young man who looks like he's in his 20s. Small red sunglasses cover his face. He carries himself way older to be 20. I like your outfit, they both say, in unison almost.
Okay. Thanks, I got it from the thrift store. I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
And then...
do you have heightened senses or anything other than...
I do have heightened senses.
I
also have cloud memory and mesmerize.
Okay. What is it that you want to try?
I want to see, actually, with cloud memory, I would love to see if I could, like, have them forget they even saw me.
Go ahead and make me that roll.
Yeah.
I'm going to already tell you it's a difficulty 7, though.
Okay, so...
Put down the dice. Put down the dice.
Put him down. Put him down. Put him down. Don't do it. It's a trap. Put
I'm a
him down.
Virgo.
Let's go. Virgo energy.
I would love to see it. You can attempt it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I believe in you.
Don't listen to that
I don't think
one.
I have enough. I don't think I have enough.
We don't listen to Mortis.
If you can crit, here's the thing. If you get at least 4 successes, I can allow you to succeed with a cost.
Do it.
What would you want me to roll? Dominate plus crit what?
It would be charisma, I don't believe.
It'd be manipulation, wouldn't it?
It would be
Yeah.
manipulation, thank you.
Manipulation and dominate. Okay. You know what? 4 successes?
Succeed at a cost. That's all he would
Nothing
need.
ventured, nothing gained.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
glad you used those words.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be 2 successes, so.
Oh. In this moment,
Not in this Toreador, baby.
you try it. And instead of them reacting the way that normally, like Kine would, the man kind of looks at the young woman. The woman kind of swoops the hair from the back of her face, looks at you dead in the eye. Oh, that's adorable. Karna, do you really want to... excuse me, it's Karina. Strauss. What was your name again, ma'am?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. holds up Spork. I knew.
How about, you know what? How about you hang out with us for a little bit? We insist.
Oh,
Red
are
Sauce.
you sure?
I'm totally sure. You know what? I'll allow you to go and do whatever you have to do. Meet us upstairs, VIP booth number 5. Don't keep me waiting. She boops you on the nose.
I'm torn between like I'm gay, but also
It's like, I'm gay, I done fucked up, girly.
yeah. The intersection of gay and bottom. Like,
You know what?
yeah.
While you're trying to figure all that out, we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back. Thank you for holding. You are on the line with Cox Cable. This is Ashton speaking. How may I assist you?
Not Cox Cable.
Speak. Hold on one second. Wait, we have a show going on? Okay, listen, I told you that by 10 o'clock I have to clock in at Cox Cable. You know, I got the remote position I've been talking about. The one that Keisha told me about. Keisha from down the way. No, not that Keisha. That's Keisha Pullman Knight. We don't talk about Keisha Pullman Knight. She was supposed to be in that last movie and she wasn't. No, I'm not getting her confused with Keira Knightley. Have you seen Keke Palmer? Free Canaan. I'm starting to sound like Drake. All right, you're doing too much. And I'm getting a call from Paul. Paul is telling me that we're still alive and that a show is going on. Please stop talking about your Cox job. Do you want us to sponsor that? Why would I want them to sponsor us? Like, they keep dropping my... Oh, hi. Sorry, from the void. We're back. We like Cox here. They have great internet, and they definitely did not go down on me last night. And not in the good way. Definitely did not drop my service when they were supposed to have that handled. Anyways, the four of you, Mag, Mortis, Zylina, and Queenie, you watch a woman wearing an immaculate red dress leave out of the facility. She's talking to someone, and for a brief second, you think you see a camera crew following her. You don't question it. Or maybe you do. Listen, I'm just a void. I can't make your character. My bad. You do something. You're not characters. It's not like I'm looking at someone behind the character. Or maybe it's you. Maybe you are the character. I'm sorry. You didn't want to be told existential crisis stuff, but you will. You will all deal with existential crisis. My bad. This is not that type of show. No. The four of you are watching a young woman kind of confront another group. A woman, immaculate dress. It at first looks red, then turns white, and is now turning pink. Long blonde hair that covers her eye, and a man with red sunglasses, a bowler hat. Looks like he's in his 20s, but carries himself a lot older. Zylina, if you will, give me either Wits and Politics difficulty of 3 or Wits and Occult difficulty 3. Mortis, unfortunately, you won't be able to roll this. Baby, this is not your season or your role for this.
That's
Now
one
it's not
one regular success and then one crit success. So I don't know if that's 2.
I think that's true.
That is definitely 2.
Okay.
I'll give it partially to you. The man, not so much. You've seen brief glimpses of him somewhere, but you don't know where. The woman, you can kind of clock. Starts with a C. and you think she might be part of your clan, but you don't remember what it is she might be part of your clan for. The other person you don't know, and they're kind of looking as if, oh no, I effed around and now I'm finding out. You don't have to roll for that.
That was us an hour ago. And she actually says that out loud under her breath.
I think Mag's
As she's
gone.
swaying to the music. She's talking this. And she's just step touching to the music.
I think Mag's gone by this point. I think Mag has already like disappeared in the crowd and is sort of like playing the siren, as it were. Sort of just sort of like floating and like spinning into the music. Not really staying in one place, but looking for Thomas.
What's in awareness?
And Zylina does now.
Zylina does what?
Zylina just noticed that Max is not next to her anymore. She's like, raves.
You start to separate. Queenie, where are you headed?
Whatever door or entry, any smoking area, back alley, anywhere she can get out of like the crowd's eye and do what she needs to do without getting clocked. As, hey, why is the bottom half of your face like a chitinous plate?
In this club, dexterity and stealth would be your best bet. The difficulty of 3.
They're going to use Silence of Death if that helps them.
Sure. Man,
That's it. Successes on the wits awareness.
You catch a glimpse of Jonathan. You also catch a glimpse of Chris. You know Chris.
I know Chris?
Here's how you know Chris. So, back before you became whoever this version of Mag is, Chris was, Chris was a Mortis at one period. Chris tried to make himself popular, and he did that by hacking a few people's accounts. Had them follow him. Someone asked you to shut that down for them.
Gotcha. I think Mag's gonna clock that, but seeing as how they're here for Thomas and not these two, like they're not gonna draw any attention to themselves.
Gotcha. That's sweet.
After all, Jonathan is Queenie's objective, not Max.
That is very true. Because you do see Thomas. Now, here's where the strange part of the story goes. Thomas sits there in front of Jonathan. The two of them have a conversation. Thomas looks a little irate with Jonathan. And Thomas gets a little loud. Very loud. Well, here's the thing, though. At least my dad is still alive. Well, if you can call him alive. And besides, that monster isn't your... And right as you're trying to hear this conversation, this immaculate woman with 2 puffballs, head dressed to toe in that leather, has her fan out, clacks it, and has done a flip, a dip, and has dropped down and caught 2 of her fans, and there's a crowd forming in between you and this conversation that's being had.
I'm going to try. I think Matt's going to try and play as if they are part of the crowd, but make their way through.
Dex and performance, difficulty of 2. It's not too hard.
Yikes. Okay, that is a if I were to surge, that would add 2 dice to this.
2 dice, yes. You're still kindred after all.
I get hungrier. So that is 4 dice or 2 hunger dice. That's not great, but it could be worse. All right. Dexterity performance. Come on. Okay, that's 3 successes.
3 successes, yes. You managed to get through there. But that feeling you were talking to Mortis earlier about, it comes over you slowly. Hey there. You're back. You're feeling a little peckish. Welcome to the void. You're getting a little hungry there.
Nothing I can't handle.
That's what they all say, isn't it?
I wouldn't know what they say. I know what I say.
You should be careful. You hear, Bruce? It's a fine outfit. Until it becomes worn. Ta-ta for now. Please get us something to drink while you're out there.
I'll try my best.
Is it good enough?
We'll see.
You managed to shake that hunger off. It's a bitch, and it's introspective, and you hate that hungry makes you introspective. A lot of
Gangrel know thyself.
Gangrel does know thyself, but you manage to get closer to Thomas and Jonathan, and as you are getting closer to it, Jonathan gets up into Thomas' face. Thomas backhands Jonathan. Chris kind of goes, okay, guys, cool it off, all right, we've said a lot of things tonight. The other young man kind of just stands off. No, let him cook. Jonathan, enlighten us about how you feel about Thomas's and then they kind of turn and look at you, Mac. Oh, we're speaking in wild company. My bad. Hi.
Sorry, boys. Just got a little turnaround.
Chris kind of just laughed. Oh, you same with us. You know, heated moment, too much drinking, and you know how.
Heated moment, crowds. You know.
Yeah.
Heartbeats high, all that jazz.
Yeah. Could we help you with something? Maybe a drink. Maybe I can get you. Can I buy you a drink?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The guy laughs. He can't buy you a drink. He's broke.
I'm sure he's tried his best.
His best is never good enough. Kind of pushes him to the side.
Is this the moment where I mentioned that I have looks beautiful?
Oh yeah, they've taken notice. Although this newcomer, you don't know the name. You know Jonathan and you know Thomas. You know that they're associated with each other, but you don't know how. It's this.
And I know I shut down Chris.
Yeah.
But I don't think he knows my face.
No. It's this new person that's kind of odd. Because he's also handsome. Very handsome. And is almost not paying attention to you, but at you. As if he's clocked you, but it's just like, can't you see the boys are talking? We don't need an extra person here. I just want to dance with my friends, and you're kind of getting in the way of dancing with my friends here.
Yeah, totally get that. Yep. speaking of drinks, I could grab some for you all. You don't
Chris is
mind.
about to pipe up, and then the guy goes, "No, we got it. Thank you."
Right. I'm trying to see how Mag would play this.
Actually, you might be able to. Wits and insight, difficulty of 2.
Okay. I don't think my detect live specialty would work here.
Detect lies. You can also add that with this.
Okay. So that would make that.
And I will just add for Mortis, Zylina, and also Queenie. Queenie, you are trying to get through this place, and it's a little bit difficult because now people are kind of pushing and shoving to the side, but you do kind of manage to get through. But then you see that one drag queen from Drag Race who got eliminated from the first round. We don't talk about her season. She kind of clocks you.
There's so many.
And just looks you up and down and says, "You stole my look."
I wish it was just a look. And then just immediately, out.
Okay, voice, work, but you better not steal my routine.
That is 4 successes.
4 successes. This person is not a kindred, but this person is definitely not the definition of alive. No heartbeat. No, there's no indication of like blood pumping through them, but they're not a kindred. They're alive.
What
Not
do
alive.
what do I know about Thomas other than the fact that we're supposed to retrieve him?
You don't know much about Thomas.
Yeah, the briefing was a little scarce.
You just know that the Thomas is associated with the Baron, and Thomas is alive. This other person is not. And you just the math ain't mathing. And in fact, Mallory, even from where you're standing, you notice that whoever's standing near Thomas in the group is not breathing at all and hasn't actually touched their drink. And it's weird. You've seen them. You've seen them even when you were in high school, when you were first starting out with the band tours, you know, Van and all them. You've seen this person and they have not aged at all. But you've seen them walk around in the sunlight, but never age at all. It's always been weird.
So it can't be Magnolia Crawford.
No. Unfortunately, it's definitely not Magnolia Crawford. Although they do have pictures together.
I was gonna mention Tempest.
No, unfortunately, they have pictures with them though.
I'm trying to think of like the best way to get Thomas away from this, because if things are getting a little heated, maybe he needs to go down a bit.
Yeah.
So I think Mag's gonna bat their eyelashes and go, "Well, sorry for interrupting. It just seemed pretty heated, and if you need to," and like glances at Thomas, "if you need to cool off."
It's in that moment. Whoever's looking at this person, and you can tell me who's looking at it. Mortis, Queenie, are you also getting closer?
Yes.
If they've noticed, they'll be coming around the perimeter.
Okay. Mallory, where are you currently?
Trying not to get stomped by fucking Maximilian Strauss and you know.
Karna.
They've kind of let you go.
Okay.
Their gaze is still on you though, like as if like hawks looking down at the baby bird from up above. They're still like dead.
And Mallory's like, "Okay, here I go."
I'm in my new superhero era. Yeah, probably clocking like a big cluster of like mixed clan kindred. I would probably like I think to probably start hovering around them, meaning the coterie.
You see the man raise his fingers, snap them, and everyone just stops. Not you, though. All of you are fine. But everyone else, mid-drink, Thomas and Jonathan are also moving. Chris, frozen, looking as if he's about to ask Mag a question. And the man kind of just pushes him to the side. Fucking wizards. What do the drinkers want?
We're just.
I would just make a conversation with Thomas.
Who sent you?
Can I wits inside to see if the telling the truth is the best policy in this?
His eyes turn, and then they meet Mortis. Mortis, I need you to roll for me composure and resolve. Resolve and composure, difficulty of 5.
Okay.
I'm going to spend another willpower.
Okay.
To re-roll 3 of these dice. Because that's not great.
I got 3 successes.
Better. 4 successes with a willpower reroll.
In your gut, Mag, you know that honestly, with this, whatever it is, would be the best policy. And it's almost, it might be as old as the Baron, whatever it is.
Off the record? Look, Mag says, looking at the person. The Baron requested we pick up Thomas.
Bottles behind him break, one by one. Thomas is just going, okay. Abel, calm. Listen, you promise we have conversation? Jonathan and I, we're just a little heated over. No, it's fine. It's fine. Your daddy is just calling for you guys. That's all. I'm not mad at all. Mortis, you can feel that anger. And it feels like you got 3 successes. It feels like heat.
Yeah.
Like fire. Green fire.
It's not good. I am impressed with the party trick though, the stopping of time. I can do that too.
Zylina, now that you've taken a look, you've been a hunter for how long?
Yes. I would say since she was 13.
Your father told you about a story about the one thing he could never kill. And that was a mummy. And now that you see the description, it's the mummy that your father talked about. What were you saying?
I was about to say Zylina's pretending to be frozen at this realization.
Mallory, you make it here, and like it's tense, but like the music is still going, and someone has a drink out, and it's just like it's like out of 10, but then all of you just hear someone's voice just go, what is happening here? Is this like, you know, a thing, you know, like like a meme or something, and you all see Jerica holding up a camera phone and is just recording.
Can I somehow use my phone to hack into that and stop that shit from happening?
Yes, you can, and as you do that, hi there. You know who I'm talking to, the Void. The Void is talking to you. Table of Horrors, hello. How are you guys? I see there's 21 of you. I'm sorry, no one alerted me to you. We're firing our station manager, Ashley. Yes, Ashley, you're getting fired. No, we haven't paid you? I mean, you're an intern. We weren't going to pay you to begin with. You read the contract. Worked for exposure, Ashley. Oh, no. You can get your exposure. Just step outside that door, baby. Just clock out for me. Go ahead and clock out for me. Anyways, we just exposed Ashley to a bunch of gamma radiation in the sun. We promised her exposure, and we gave her that. Applause chat for Ashley as she leaves, signs off for us.
I'm going to spend...
intern Ashley.
We hardly knew ye. I'm going to spend a willpower to reroll 3 dice.
Okay.
Unionize your workplace, Ashley.
Running low, y'all.
Yes, you are.
Uh-huh.
Mortis.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me that, Oh.
5 successes.
5 successes. Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Use my phone as a conduit. This is probably encrypted because this is Mac we're talking about. To connect to Jerica's phone and delete the file as it's being recorded.
I'm glad you're doing that, but I need you to roll for me intelligence and technology difficulty of 4.
Okay.
After you make that roll. You do succeed in blocking Jerica's connection.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So, could I use my hacking specialty?
You can.
Okay.
Mortis and Zylina, give me intelligence and occult difficulty of 3. Queenie, as this is going on, you hear something rumbling. It's in the back of your mind, almost like someone's behind you.
We can see you. I can see you. I'm watching. Don't fuck up this time. After all, we made you. We can unmake you.
And it's gone.
And it's at that moment, does Queenie have a clear line to the 2 gentlemen that
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's frozen. Nothing fucking else matters. She is going straight up to them, and if she can, arm on each of them. Emergency. We need to leave now.
That was difficulty of 4, you said?
Yes.
6 successes.
6 successes. That same thing that was trying to come after your phone, it hit you again, even though everything is paused. You feel like you've avoided something bad a second time. You don't know what this is. But it feels familiar. For Mortis and Zylina, what did you guys get?
6.
6 successes? 6. Good job, both of you. You two look up, and you now can clock them. Karna and Maximilian Strauss and 2 others just sitting there at the bar, up top, just drinking out and looking at all of you, not saying a word.
Seeing you.
Smiling almost. They raise a glass.
I'm gonna raise one back.
At this point, Zylina is going to go towards her thigh strap where she always keeps her steak and squeeze it and let her blood run down it, activating Scorpion's touch.
Gotcha. in this moment of everything going on, you both see Thomas and Jonathan. They say something to each other. It's coded almost. The language coded between them. Okay, wait. How the fuck did that mage tell me how to say it? I call sanctuary sacred ground. And he just goes behind the bar. Where the fuck is it? The camera. What? Dad told me what it was. He said the Camarilla called it something. And he's just frustrating. Oh, I know. No. I think this is called a domain. This is someone's domain. You guys can't fight in someone's domain. No fighty. And then he gets near Mallory. It's just me with this.
Yep. That's hold on. I'm just checking one thing.
What is it called? Listen, Dad only told me once, and I can't remember all your terms.
A haven? Haven.
That's what's going. Hey, this is someone's haven. You can't fight in someone's haven. No fighting. And he's holding up X's with his arms.
Would Mag know?
Oh, you would.
I think you mean an Elysium.
That's it. That thing. That, yes. Elysium. This is Elysium.
I'm
Fuck, I don't know. Dad told me just to shout that out if I was ever in trouble in this situation and hope for the best.
I think Mag is going to, they sort of subtly putting their phone away after doing what they did to Jerica's phone. Looking at the legend known as Abel, apparently.
Yeah.
All we want is to make sure that Thomas and... Sorry, Kaleb's mind is blanking on the other thing. Jonathan? Thomas and Jonathan. That's it? No
Abel,
scenes whatsoever.
Abel just kind of looks around. Well, it seems we can't really do much since it's been called Elysium. Even though I don't recognize it, but I don't like to break my agreement, an agreement of everyone in Finks. So I'm allowing it for him.
Thank you.
He kind of just shoulder checks Mortis and disappears into the crowd as they all go back to what they were doing. Jerica is just like, what is this, dinner theater or listen, work? But I'm not. That's a little bit too intense for me. All this hush hush stuff. Mallory, what's going on?
Hold on. How are you able to move right now?
What are you talking about?
It was lovely meeting you. Mag looks at Mallory before going with Queenie with Thomas and Jonathan.
No. Y'all
out.
stay.
Sorry.
Someone explain what the fuck is happening right now. I was supposed to find this man, Jonathan, and Mallory grabs his forearms just to be like, I found him finally. But
that's when you both notice them. Fully notice them in the light. They almost look like twins. And while you're grabbing Jonathan, the other one's just going, hey, that's Jonathan.
Wait a second.
Jerica and Jonathan.
There's a set of twins at the band's meeting. These are two completely different sets of twins? Are you implying that Thomas and Jonathan are twins? Or Jerica and Jonathan?
Jonathan and, oh my god, I'm getting myself confused. Not Jerica. Jerica's not a twin.
Oh, okay.
I was about to... Thomas?
Thomas and Jonathan are twins.
Gotcha.
Jerica is confused, as all of you, because she's looking at Mallory trying to figure out, what are you talking about? I wasn't a part of freeze tag. Then just throws her hands up like, I don't. Is this one of your LARP things?
Wait a second. Wait. I need to check the
Okay.
Just to clarify, which one was the mummy?
Abel was the mummy, and he kind of sauntered off. You clocked him. He didn't really pay attention to you.
Fascinating.
Oh, I'm just gonna put this out there that I don't even think it's to be checked. Queenie looks ready to freak the fuck out. And they're like...
Zylina also looked very, very,
What is
losing her composure.
Mortis is just fascinated by the whole thing. Like,
I don't have that power, never mind.
Okay.
Mummy, all of it.
Mag is just trying to get the two out of here. If Mallory comes along, they don't care.
Jonathan kind of looks at Karina. Just kind of looks at Jerica, not Karina, Jerica, and he just goes, "Hey, listen, I need you to forget." She blinks her eyes, and then it looks like something, a haze over it, and then finally, boy, if you ever tell me to forget something as if I know you from somewhere, I'm gonna punch you the hell out. Pushes him off to the side. Mallory, explain, you don't talk to me for a while, and then you got these weird friends, and then you're friends with or not friends with old girl over there who keeps watching us. Why is she watching us? What is all of this? Also, who's that fine man? Do you have his number? And if you don't have his number, then 24 hours. We're not friends for 24 hours.
Hold on. Do you mean Jonathan, this fine man, Thomas, this fine man, and then points at Mortis, that guy, that fucking guy.
Points to Mortis. Does he look fine? Are you playing with me? Are you playing with me? Are you?
I don't know your tastes.
Abel, you know my taste.
The mummy?
Girl, he's not a mummy. Mummies have bandages.
Not me about to excite Jerica going, girl, we ain't talking about that man from the mummy.
Are you talking about the fine Middle Eastern one? Mallory, do we have to have a talk?
Talking about Odette Fair?
Oh man.
Okay, you know what? All right, since you want to play that way, Mallory. Okay, 24 hours. 24 hours.
I don't know that man. I don't.
Can Mag have slipped off with the twins?
Yeah.
And Queenie.
Oh, you can attempt to.
Oh yeah.
Jerica is just kind of she's kind of frazzled for you, Mallory.
I don't know old girl over there and old guy over there. One, that's one. Two,
Okay.
I just whatever.
All right.
But what are you? There are just some things that I can't say that I'm not allowed to say.
All right.
But I help somebody. Hello.
At this moment, Queenie would probably try and cover up everything as possible where it's just hair just everywhere. She will go up behind Mallory, put a hand on her shoulder, and just lean in. Your dad's being called in tonight.
Wait a minute. And from that season of Drag Race?
Not the censor bleep.
You know I don't like her. I can forgive you about Abel. I can forgive you about a lot of things, but that?
No. This is from Dracula.
Listen, I know
Right?
which Dracula I know which Dracula contestant when I see one, and that is definitely not from Dracula. That is definitely from that season of RuPaul's Drag Race, and we know which season. We don't have to refer to her. Although she looks like the other girl, you should change your costume, Mimi.
Girl, I didn't know you knew Cousin It.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you go talk to them. You call me later when you're done with all of this, and
No.
Okay.
Y'all, yeah, I'll call you. I will call you first. I will call you first.
She just gives you the eyes. Girl, you better call me.
She has a meeting with the support group.
Girl, I didn't ask you. New wig before you can talk to me. I will see you later. You better call me. And you watch as she grabs two guys. You guys are my comfort dudes. Okay. We're off. Goodbye, Mallory. Just looks at you. Oh, don't wait. Don't give me the sad wave eyes. You better call me.
I will.
And off she goes.
And off
If
she...
I hope she has fun.
You know I'm gonna have fun.
Please let Mag be already back.
Use
at the
protection.
lab at this point.
You shout that out to her?
Yeah, use protection and get tested afterwards. God damn.
I was the one who told you. And then she holds up like a thing of mace. You see her? Oh my god. They know this. And they float off.
We're good. Okay, who are you all? Mallory turns around, like the coon tail's like spinning. Like who are you all? I just need to find Jonathan and take him back, and then you can have him whatever you need him for. What are you talking about? A debt's gonna be paid. Also, were you on Drag Race?
Queenie will lean in and look and make sure no one can see it. She'll just pull so they can see the deformity just enough.
Aiden Zane, is that you?
Let me check with our lawyers just in case that we're covered for some of these references. I don't think so. We'll talk to them later.
We'll work it out in post. It's fine.
I don't know who that is. Baron calls you. You're coming with us.
That's when all of your phones ring. Yeah. And you all hear him, especially you, Mallory. So, how's it going? How are you doing? Give me your ETA. What is it? Did you do what you were supposed to?
I think Mag's actually answering. I think Mag still has the twins. Like, I think with all that mess, I would love it if Mag would have just made it to the van.
Oh,
to like the sea of people.
Give me stealth and athletics or performance or subterfuge, whatever you.
Okay, could I potentially do composure, or could I argue intelligence subterfuge, knowing a way back to the van?
Sure. And anyone who wants to clock it, wits and awareness against it. For you, Mallory, you hear a voice. Mallory, it's been weeks. How are you?
Struggling. But I got him.
Oh, good. Where is he?
In my hand, literally. And with my free hand, I actually do grab Jonathan this time and not the twin. Oh wait, you absconded with him. Yeah.
And
Weird. Oh my god, not again.
so a crit would be 4 successes, right?
Yes.
So that's 6 successes.
Damn. Oh shit. Well, I literally just had him. And can I roll to see if I can clock Mags running after them?
Oh yeah, that would have been, you would have to beat that 6. Because that's what that was for.
I can't.
Baron, it's lovely to hear from you. I have both Thomas and I assume Jonathan with me. I'm getting it back to the van as we speak.
You got both of them, and I didn't even ask you to get both of them. My favorite. Already become my favorite. How's the rest of them doing? How's everyone else? Are they still alive?
They are still alive, a bit dazed.
Damn.
However, there were some interesting figures about. I don't believe it would be safe to talk about that on call. Also, I believe that my personal cell phone, even through its encryption, has been attacked by some force. I'm not 100% sure.
Alright. I'll have the twins help you on that. Just head back. Mallory!
Yeah.
Are you having a good bones day?
I haven't had bones in like a month.
Great! You are gonna have it for 2 more months. Guess where you're working? Come on, guess where you're working?
For RuPaul with the fracking.
And there's like a long pause.
Our lawyers! We can't stress our lawyers enough!
They've already absconded with whatever funds we had. We didn't have any, but they've left. Mallory, you don't hear anything except for like the following voice. I'm glad you got jokes. I'm glad. I am so glad. You know that classical music place? Guess where you're working?
Not the Mormon church.
Mallory, what did we tell you about saying the word Mormon over the phone? S.I. Mallory. We don't say Mormon either, Mallory.
Sorry. I'm new. Learning.
Oh, great. We got it. No, Mallory, you are going to be working at the conservatory school. And he starts clapping. Yay! You're going to be helping with all the other young kindred who are on their way out of here. In the classical section. It's either that or Ohio.
I'd rather take Ohio.
Oh, I am so glad you say that. Hold on. You know what? Let me make arrangements.
No, wait. I was joking. No.
And the phone clicks. Max, you get a text. If you see Mallory's face, send me a picture. Don't worry. They'll be working with you for a while. I just want a picture of them.
I assume I still have Mortis' contact information. Same
Yep.
You get a text from an unknown number, Mortis. Hey, idiots, I've got the twins. Get back to the van.
Mallory, you get a text from that lovely young lady that worked at the Baron's office. He's joking. You know him. He's not sending you to Ohio. That would be rude and mean. Although, maybe not say, send me to Ohio. That's a little... Although, you did good. He's not mad at you. In fact, he said you paid up your debt. Or at least I paid it off for you.
Mortis is gonna rally the team.
I think you get a second text from Mag with like the word idiot with an asterisk instead of idiots. Like as a correction.
As far as team rallying goes, the minute Queenie puts eyes on Zylina and Mortis, it is hands on like scruffs of the neck. If we don't want to shower 30 seconds.
Hey, I'm already ahead of you. I just got the text.
No,
I'm good.
I have to say, hold on. Just give me 1 minute, okay? I just have to check something out, okay? And she's gonna walk off, torn between wanting to follow Chris and find Chris or Abel. And I think she's going to pick Chris.
Mag, you get outside. The van is gone.
You're fucking kidding me. Could I call that number back? What that the Baron used?
Yeah, you can call that number back.
1 second, kiddos.
It rings.
To the twins.
It rings. Mallory, your phone starts to ring.
Hello?
Mag's on the other line.
How'd you get my number so quick? I just met you.
Well, that's the thing about technology. It surprises everybody. Everyone get outside now.
Okay. I flipped my phone closed.
As you flip your phone closed, that woman, now her dress is ombre, red, pink, white, looks at you, Mallory, holds up a drink.
I have to attend to something.
She rolls her eyes. Interesting. Interesting friends you've made. Listen, darling, what are you, trying to look, what clan are you?
Corridor.
Interesting. Well, there's a Camarilla meeting coming up soon. I think you should attend. Elysium.
Hold on. Is this because I'm not going to be here next week?
No, this is for a future thing. You're
okay.
fine. You're fine.
Okay. All right.
This is narrative. Don't worry about it.
I just want to make sure.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Okay. That is a very kind offer, but I don't think I'm cut out for Camarilla.
Oh. Interesting. Well, I'll be seeing you later then. You frequent this place, right?
Not really.
And then she whispers in your ear, "Oh no, that other scene club, the emo one. You like that one better." We're gonna be in town for a while. Big meeting. Can't wait to see you there. She saunters off with Strauss. Strauss kind of looks you up and down.
Yes, ma'am.
You said you thrifted that?
Yeah.
Definitely a toreador. Knows her fashion and walks off.
Can Mag have called like an Uber using Mountain's credit card?
Oh yeah, you definitely can. And then you get this like feedback. Everyone else slowly come out, and then you clock it first. The twins kind of back off, and then you look, and it's standing over at the tree line. Yellow eyes staring at you. Doesn't move from the spot, just looks at you.
I think Mag matches the gaze for just a moment.
but I assume it's like that cinematic thing where the Uber comes up and blocks the view for both sides.
Yep.
And Mag just blinks as soon as Mallory comes out. Smile, click for the picture. Everyone in now.
Yeah, the face you catch is like.
Perfect. And I think Mag is gonna let everyone get in before they do, and sort of like try and look back. But I assume the creature's gone.
Oh, it's definitely gone. But in its place, you see 20 eyes, 20 sets of eyes now replaced that deeper into the forest, yellow, all staring at the club, and then back at you, and then back at the club, and then they start swarming off. And you can hear it. Yelps of dogs.
I think, because I assume that my raven, Medea, is probably like circling ahead, like where the fuck is the van? What's going on?
Yeah, definitely. The van is gone. They're circling around. You hear the honk of the Uber driver just constantly, like, please get in.
Uvu driver?
Uvu driver, yeah.
Sorry. I think I can speak to my bond from Timulus telepathically, right?
Yeah.
I think Mag's going to instruct Medea to fly back towards where Mountain is. Avoid the forests.
And it zooms off opposite direction of the forest. You guys get inside, and there is a man sitting there at the driver's seat, kind of driving. You guys had a rough night, didn't you?
A little bit.
No more than usual.
Mm-hmm. The two twins are like, yeah, it's been a rough evening. Yeah, I know. It's been rough for me. I'm the only driver out for the night. But I love driving. Driving's what, like, my hobby, my thing. I've been traveling for I don't know how long.
That's great.
That is great. Tell me something about yourselves. Where are you from? Are you from here?
Well, my family's from Baltimore originally, but I came out here for college.
I used to live in Baltimore. I used to drive in Baltimore.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Got a little rough. A lot more rat stuff than I like. I don't really like rats. There's a lot of cultists. A lot of weird stuff. A lot of politics. I don't like the politics in Baltimore and Boston. But they both start with B, and I've both been
there. I can't say I've ever been to Boston.
Boston isn't that fun. You know, there's like, and I'm not being sexist, but there's like this lady in red that's in charge. Oof. Really mad. Really mean.
You don't say.
Don't want to mess with her. No.
Gotcha.
What about you two in the back? I'm looking at Mallory.
Before they answer, may I ask, what does this Uber driver look like?
You can't see a face. His face is straight forward. It's almost shadow around him.
Does the app have his face on it?
Nope, there is no face.
This is why you use left. You get to see your driver's face.
Exactly.
So tell me where I'm dropping y'all all off at.
Mag instructs them to drop us off a block from the Baron's place.
Oh, you guys going there. Now, normally when I drop people off, they go to that tennis salon. I never see them again.
Gotcha. Well, I certainly don't need a tan.
Nah. I don't know the answer to that one, so I'm just going to avoid it. And he's just going to keep driving.
Very fair.
Aren't you part of that, like, whole college cheerleading group? Looking over at Zylina.
I guess I'm gonna retcon me staying behind because I was gonna look for Chris, but it's fine.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Oh, you staying? Don't worry, we can handle that. We'll come back to that.
I can retcon it if you want.
That's fine.
No. Like,
we can come back.
Don't worry. Don't worry, this Uber driver will just come back for you.
Oh yeah, definitely will. He skips on, looks in the back seat. Wait a minute, weren't you with a cheerleader? Never mind, that's not important. Queenie, how
Mac
you
is
doing?
going to text Zylina.
Do they refer to Queenie by name?
Oh, they definitely say Queenie. But everyone else hears Queenie. Queenie, you hear your name.
Whoa.
There's danger here.
Are we in the back seat together? Oh.
Yes, you are. The car's a lot bigger than you think it was. Outside, it just looks like a small little Honda Civic, but it's a lot bigger and a lot more spacious.
Oh, it's an HRV.
Yes, it is.
I was gonna say a Chevy Spark.
Oh wow.
You're not in danger, if that's what you're asking.
So Matt's gonna text Zylina. And I think, Zylina, you're the only one that actually has Mac's contact information.
Okay.
For what they've given you. And it's a text message that just says, you better have a good reason for separating. Be careful to the best of your ability.
She texts back, don't know what you know about mummies, but you better study up.
I can cover for you, but it's going to cost you.
She texts a sad, teary emoji.
I think in reply, Max says, that's a start.
And at that point, she's gonna try to locate Chris and try to figure out how he's got wrapped up in these twins.
We'll come back to that. We stop at a location. Mallory, you know this location. Driver stops. Mallory, right? This is your stop?
What location is this?
It's your place.
I'm homeless.
That's right. This is your place, though. You look out. The word Mallory's on top of the bar. This is your stop, right?
No, I'm riding with them, the rest of them.
You sure? You sure you want to go? Listen, once you go there, you can't go back.
I look to Queenie, right?
That's what I've been told. And all I've been told is that your dad's been called in. If John is here, I don't know. That means hurry afterwards. That's your decision to make.
I mean, I got what I was requested from you. Your choice, right, girl?
Fuck it. No, I'm here for the long haul.
It's in that moment he turns around and looks at you. You don't really see the face, but you do see a very pearly white toothy smile with a hint of a fang. He turns back around, keeps driving forward. Let's see where this heads us. Back at the bar. Back at the radio station, the former station. Zylina, you meet up with Chris. And in that moment, you see Chris. He's talking to two other people. You see the man, black and gold suit, kind of stocky, but looks like he's been doing a lot of push-ups, working out, been fighting. Has something that looks like a gauntlet on his arm. You see another individual, a lot more charismatic, kind of like that asshole eating grin, that guy who's just like, God, will you shut up about your 401k? And can you please shut up about crypto? We don't want to talk about it. And we don't want to join your cult, all right? No matter how much you call it a collective. Also wearing a gauntlet. I kind of look at you as you head up there. Chris kind of just waves at you. Hey Z. What's up, Z? That's Zylina.
Hey, Chris.
I do everything for my Zylina, so what's up?
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
I'm
And
great.
she's
For my Selenas, I hate you so much.
But she's gonna go up and give Chris a hug, and while she's giving him a hug, she's gonna try to see any details on those gauntlets, like on the side, side-eyeing it.
So, intelligence in a cult or intelligence in technology, difficulty of 4 on each on either one. They will tell you two different things, whichever one you decide to roll for.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for a cult.
Gotcha.
Seven successes.
Now, this is where the story gets interesting because you went way over what I need you to get. You clock it immediately. You know someone who has a similar thing? Called themselves the Witch King. They've been on someone's radar. Actually, before you got turned, you were supposed to go to Norfolk and take out 2 people. But we won't get into the other 2 names. Just know the Witch King is very important. You know these gauntlets are important for mages. A big competition is coming up. A war is happening in Norfolk, and these gauntlets decide how that war plays out. It's getting ugly, and 2 of them are sitting right here. And as you see one of them, you clock him, Samson Marigold, formerly of the Order of Hermes, now part of... I got this, I know how to pronounce the name. He's part of the... Let me see, let me go back to my notes. He's part of the... Wait, let me just say that again. He's part of the... I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say that. The other guy is Teddy Bannister, also known as the Summoner. Rival cult leader. You don't know much about who he's rival to. Apparently that cult's not even that important. Also has this gauntlet for some reason. And they're having this conversation. And Chris is just like, yo, these guys, they're the real Z, they're the real deal. Like, they're teaching me magic, and like, they said I could be a part of their alliance.
Really?
Yeah.
OMG. I mean, that's so great. I mean, I didn't know that we would find more people that could do the whole magic thing.
Finks, listen. Finks is standing on a ley line. There is full of mages all over the place. I don't know why. They all came here. Yo, they said those two people, like the model and like that other guy with the red sunglasses, they are also mages too, apparently. Some sort of mage. Order of Hermes is having a meeting with them.
Really? Do you know where this meeting is?
Fuck if I know. I'm not privy to that group.
I don't know. You kind of know everything, Chris.
Just kind of smile. Yeah, I kind of do know everything.
And she's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I am so rude. My name's Zylina, and she waves at Samson and Teddy.
Samson kind of nods. Teddy. Shit, even green is like, just the grin just gets higher and higher, almost to the point where it's just unnatural and it just goes back down. It's very nice to meet you, Zylina.
Oh, have you ever been told that you have a very rich voice?
I didn't used to have a voice until recently.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you got it back. And she just like looks like really concerned, but also like kind of like trying to keep smiling. Because she's like now stumped on how to even respond to something like that.
We were just telling Chris that we're looking for another device. He holds up his arm with the gauntlet. I'm looking for another one of these.
Huh. Oh, are you asking me if I've seen another one?
I was hoping you might. I mean, Chris seems smart and he knows smart people, and we figured you might be smart enough to know where it might be.
Would Zylina know?
No. She knows what these things are. It's not like something you can just get airdropped or delivered to you from like the mages.
I don't know, but I mean, honestly, may I? And she like kind of like hesitantly puts her hand out to like touch the gauntlet, like asking permission if she could touch it.
He allows you permission, and you grab onto it, and then in that moment, everything goes red. And we're back into the car as Mag and Mortis and Queenie and Mallory are heading to closer to the Baron's office than you would really want. And he opens the door. Are you sure this is a stop you want to get off at?
It's my stop, at least.
Mine too.
These kids, listen, I'm not really the religious type, but these kids have been hanging these things around, and I figured, you guys of like a younger generation might be more interested than I am. Although I love the material, though. Hands you off a pamphlet. Would you like to know about who really sits on the throne? Would you like to know more about the happenings? Would you like to be part of the family, part of the blood? True blood. Would you like to take down the false kings? You see a word, Gehenna is coming, and then a stamp on the bottom of it. He hands you that pamphlet. I don't know what any of that means.
Thank you.
Can Queenie with insight check this? Because if they just happen to have the pamphlet, why would they keep it if they have no fucking clue?
You just need 2 successes.
Mag's not going to ask any questions because Mag knows when they're beat.
Got it.
This is good. Take the pamphlet, stick it on the inside of Mountain's jacket for right now because they're still wearing it. And leads the twins out.
The twins kind of stop, look at the man. He kind of waves away them, and they just go, something. And they whisper to each other, "You can't see him either, right?" No. And they both kind of walk out. Mallory. He just gives you that grin, holds it there. Whispers in your ear, "I can't wait to see you at the end of the world." Looks at Queenie. Queenie, you clock, yeah, this person definitely knows something, but it's what you clock. Hunger. The first hunger. It will never leave you, ever. These eyes. They made you, and they will unmake you. And you feel ever so small. Smaller than you have been before. But the last person who tries to get out the car is Mortis, and the car door slams.
Seems your car door's broken. Here, try to open it up again.
How are you alive again? Is the question I have.
That's an interesting question. I exist. I am.
You shouldn't, but yet you're here.
I break all kinds of rules. I'm just all kinds of special.
Every time fate or judgment or destiny gets rid of one of you, another one of you finds a way to appear again.
That's me slipping through the cracks. I do that. I'm transgressing and breaking all kinds of boundaries. That's how I live.
I won't allow you to fuck up this time. Not for me and not for anyone else.
What makes you think I would fuck up? I feel like I'm being judged here.
Immediately, you see him tower over you in this car and just grabs your shoulders.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you've got some.
I dealt with you when you were Bryce. I dealt with you when you were the other one. And I will deal with you again.
I don't know who any of those people are, but I just, I'm on your team, right? We're on the same team. Yeah.
Not my job currently. My job as a driver, not a king.
Right.
I drive you guys where you need to go.
That's right.
Get the fuck out of my car.
Hell of a driver you are. Yeah.
He pushes you out the car. You stumble out. Slams it. Puts in the directions back to the other club. Turns it back around and drives off.
Oh, what that guy's problem was. Damn.
Queenie looks shook.
Let's get inside.
Yeah.
Zylina.
Yes.
The red pops back into actual color. And you're sitting there, and there's an old man sitting across from you with a chess set. Moves a pawn, slams it in front of you. Your move.
She's gonna look around, see if she even recognizes this place.
Looks like you're in a lounge like in the Twin Peaks. Twin Peak, only this place is green.
And she looks at the person that moved the pawn. Do they look familiar?
Not familiar. Not in the way you think. They don't have... There's nothing that clocks them as, I know this person, but I know this person. This person is part of my blood. My bloodline.
And she's gonna look down at the board and see where it's at.
You notice that your pieces haven't moved, and it's more he's moving his pieces closer. Your move.
I guess this happens when you're born into this supernatural crap. And she's going to make a move.
You know, that other one can accept greatness, but you can't. Why? Slams down a queen.
She looks at the board and sees if there's any moves she can make.
You know what? Because we're short on time. If you give me intelligence and either subterfuge, performance, or persuasion, it's a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
I'll allow you to be able to successfully move across the board.
All right. Can I use a willpower on this?
Go ahead. Definitely in this moment.
Okay. What does that do exactly?
Reroll 3
It allows
of your...
you to reroll 3 non-hunger dice. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. That's perfect. That's what you got to do.
Alright. Five successes.
With 5 successes, you gracefully pick up a piece. You tell me which piece you want to pick up.
She is going to pick up she's going to pick up the knight.
The first image you see is Mallory as you pick up this knight and go around and you take off pawns one by one by one, knocking them off. You see Mallory as someone important. They are sitting in the club. This is their domain, and they're just getting rid of those who are undesirable. They don't belong here. Bunch of predators? Absolutely not. Not in their domain or their kingdom. And you watch as they take them out one by one.
Pick up another piece.
Slam it down. Good job. You're learning.
That's the thing about cheerleaders. Everyone underestimates them.
Pick up another piece. You still got a few moves left.
But isn't it your turn?
Oh, you're kind. Now I gotta roll.
Oh no!
I
It's
got
only
all
fair.
notifications. I am so sorry for not answering those notifications. The void is having problems. 1 second. Oh, there you go. Thank you. A crit on that one. 8 successes. Let me see what piece. Oh no, your knight is too fragile right now. I don't want to touch your knight. You're still learning. No. No, I know what piece I want to pick off first. Takes a knight, moves it across the board, parallel to the other knight, and heads for a bishop, and knocks it off the table, slams it down in front of you. You watch it tumble. And you don't know what that could mean. But then you see a face. You watch as 4 individuals walk inside a building. You see one tumble out of a car. And as he tumbles out the car, that piece hits the ground and breaks. You should be a little bit more careful. He puts a gauntlet in front of you. I'll give you this when you're more mature and ready for it. Oh, and say hi to that caretaker for me. Your caretaker.
Oh. Yeah, Atticus.
I'll be seeing you at our big meeting.
I'm invited.
The Tremere, after all. Even if you come from that background, you're still the Tremere.
May I know your name, since you know everything about me?
You know my blood. You know exactly who I am. And then he puts another pawn down, and you wake up. Someone is honking a horn. Young lady, you want to get in? I'll take you wherever you want to go and need to go.
She looks around to see where she is.
You're outside
Still
of the
picking.
radio station.
Yeah. She's like, even though she doesn't have to breathe, she's like that just reflex of gasping over and over. Was there anyone near me just now?
Are you Zylina?
Yes.
No, I don't see anyone else.
Oh.
Let me see. Zylina. Nope, just you.
Oh, okay. Did someone send you to pick me up?
You called. You called me. You said you needed a ride.
And she looks into her phone history to see if she called someone.
It's not that you called someone. You see the name Streck on the account.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Streck. I'm sorry, my accent's a little weird. I think it's called Streck? Streck. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to pronounce. Carl. You know Uncle Carl, right?
Why?
The guy honks the horn again.
Okay. I mean, stranger danger, but sure. Why not?
He lets you in the car, stranger danger. I know every single one of you. Now I'm a stranger. Millennial. I mean millennials, or Gen Z. I don't know. I'm too old for this. He keeps driving. Can I be candid with you? I never liked wizards. Didn't like wizards then. Don't like wizards now. Don't like angels either.
Are you related to the guy in the green room?
What guy in the green room? Weird.
I'm as confused as could be. Okay. And she just relaxes in the back. And she's like thinking in the back of her head, you know, fate, judgment, if you're out there in the world, give me a clue. I have no idea what I'm doing.
The man kind of just look up at you. You really don't want those two as friends. And just keeps driving.
And who should I be friends with?
You should really hang out with, and we cut back finally to the Baron's office. The four of you have walked in. Mallory, you've noticed something at first. You noticed the roses. Toradors have been here. Mag, that symbol. That one, that occult one that you peeked. It looks like an Ouroboros.
As the Kaleb points angrily at you.
And as you guys are walking into the office, the Baron is standing over something. The twins have kind of walked in. They're talking to the Baron, very in hushed voices, back and forth. Just go home. I'm just happy you're safe. I don't care. I'm not mad. Just go home. Let me deal with it. So this is how it's always going to be. It's always going to be, let me handle it. People are dying. Your people are also dying. Some of them are getting eaten. Again, Thomas, I've been doing this for years. Jonathan, your father probably didn't die with the ideal of you getting in the middle of, and he clocks you all walking in. Go home. Go see your auntie. She was worried. Although you might want to go and hug up your cousins, because I know you know your aunt. I know she went upside. You know whose head. Yeah, I saw her with the slipper the other day. She had the chocolate. Okay, I'll go talk to auntie. You guys go talk to auntie. You have a good. Clocks you guys immediately. Mallory, Mag, Queenie, Marlene, you're still alive. Good job, all of you.
My apologies that Sky and Zylina could not join us. Zylina is following a potential connection to all this. And Sky, when we went outside, well, the van wasn't there.
Don't worry about Sky. Sky is on a different mission. Emergency
Also,
happened.
If I may. And Mag pulls out their phone and shows the Baron the picture of Mallory.
Wonderful!
There is more.
Why must you give me bad news when I'm feeling so happy seeing this face of Mallory? Mallory! Hold that thought. Mallory. Hold on for a second. The twins beat me to RuPaul's Drag Race, and I got an announcement for you. For 5 weeks now, your drag has been dragging the city down. However, you have a save. You will not have to sashay away today.
Oh. I didn't get a gold chocolate. I mean, I got the gold chocolate bar.
He just kind of just pivots away from you. You lucky people love you, because I would have sent you to Ohio just for that last one. Anyways.
I think the camera sees Mag in the background just sort of like silently chuckling.
Oh, and you see the woman in white kind of hug up against Mallory. You can't send them away. They're too precious. They're one of mine. There's not that many tourists here. What are we going to do in Ohio? We can't fight anything there. Right, Mallory?
We're too pretty for that.
We're too pretty. Too young, too pretty. Too beautiful.
Too beautiful.
We're going to have to fight.
I'm glad you understand.
Right. Anyways, you were saying.
I think Mag informs the Baron completely. Like, informs about Abel, about how he stopped time, about how, but due to Mag's quick thinking, that footage is now lost.
Mortis is next to Mag nodding, and just kind of reaffirming everything that Mag is saying.
I don't know if Mag would have caught Zylina's interest in Chris, but Mag will mention Chris. And I think it's very blunt, very objective, no lies whatsoever. Just inform the Baron of the entire situation.
Alright, where do we begin? Mallory, your debt has been paid off. I'm not mad at you. All is forgiven.
I need to kill that guy.
Trust me, we all get our hands dirty from time to time. But I think because of you're good at killing, we've been talking. And I think you would be great at having night training.
Sure. Oh,
great. You start tomorrow night.
Never deny your ambitions.
That's right. Never deny your ambitions. I mean, because if you denied your ambitions, well,
you might catch a stain, and no one wants to catch a stain for that.
No. Let's see. You did a good job, Mallory. Queenie.
Queenie's bugging the fuck out, pacing in the back.
I don't even want to know what's happening there. Mag, good job as well. Don't worry, my people are already looking on your situation or the situation of your new coterie. Oh yes, you're all a coterie now. Zylina and Sky concluded. Yes, Mallory, you are also in the coterie now. Congratulations! Your fuck up is their fuck up, their fuck ups are your fuck up.
Hearing that, Queenie's eyes immediately go to Mortis.
If that is what you will, Baron.
Great. Anyways, night training for Mallory. Zylina's not here, so I can't ask her what I want to ask her. Queenie's pacing back and forth. Mortis.
Let's talk about rewards.
Let's
you
talk
asked for one person, we brought back two. That's the kind of results I deliver.
What I gathered was, and this is what I'm thinking, and he plays back a video of you guys at the nightclub.
There I am.
There
performing
you
my best.
are.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reward you with the same effort that you were able to accomplish this. Nothing. Nothing. You're getting nothing.
Why? I was an integral part of this whole process.
How?
Because, like, without me, it all would have gone sideways. Like, that's how this works.
Mallory, can
I'm
you
the
attest
glue that holds this all together.
Mortis pulled his weight?
I only met up with them at the club and came across them by accident. So, no.
Okay. Mag.
Though I am loath to say it, Mortis did participate.
He kind of circles around you. Now, Mag. What did I tell you earlier? You can be honest. Don't settle for... Don't settle for less.
I assure you, Baron, this is not a kindness. Well, a kindness that Mortis will forget.
See, I like you. Queen... He just walks up to you, Queenie. Can you please stop pacing back and forth?
Like, girl.
What is the matter?
They're here.
Oh my... Okay. Alright, well, one undecided, two... Well, one undecided, one says you didn't really do much, and the other one... I'll allow them to have their say on that. So I am going to
I mean,
reward you.
Toreador said I was good looking. That has to count for something.
Okay. You're going to do a job for me.
Of course.
Great. You are going to work at the Cucumber Lounge. Yay! You guys are in charge of the Cucumber Lounge.
What?
The Cucumber Lounge. You are in charge of it. That is your domain. You guys now are in charge of the Cucumber Lounge. And also...
We have a domain.
Let me finish. You have a domain, Mallory. You now run the Red Room. It's a club.
Oh, I think they lost their audio for a sec.
That's fine. I'll text it to them.
Hold on. Yeah, can you try again? Sorry, I fucked up. Something happened with my headphones. What's up?
Mallory, you run the Red Room now. You have control of your emo club. Don't.
What?
Oh, there it is. You have control of the emo club. That is now under your part of the domain as part of the Cucumber Lounge, and also I need someone to man the computers in both sets. So, Mag, you're the coterie leader. Mortis, if you open your mouth.
If that's what you wish, Baron.
Thank you, Baron.
Thank you.
Mortis, your little cult, I'm allowing them to stay where they are for right now, but you have to pay rent. Blood tax.
Okay. Okay, I understand. You like what I'm serving up there. I get it. So I can get you some vintage. I understand.
Shut up and nod, Mortis.
And I won't endorse your little rival cult.
It would have been in bad taste anyway. I saved you from a bad decision there.
I need you to roll for me this last roll, Dex and Athletics, difficulty of 6.
I would like to actually use one of his Thin Blood Alchemy powers at this point.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So he is going to use Stay the Falling Sand.
Okay.
And what this does is it stops time to allow him to dodge something.
Go ahead and roll that for me.
Okay.
Zylina, as this is going on, you arrive at the location. The man has let you out. He hasn't really said much, but he just kindly tells you that's why you should make sure to be friends with that person. They're going to go somewhere. They're the coterie leader, after all.
Oh, I mean, Mags seems great. Yeah. I guess out of anyone.
Opens the car door for you.
Thank you.
Also, make sure to dodge the table when you get inside. He closed the door.
Okay. And she's gonna hurry along inside.
What was your successes, Mortis?
So that was a critical.
Okay.
That was 8 successes. So he basically drinks a potion, and he just like stops time and is able to move super fast.
He just shotguns a potion and becomes Neo.
That's right.
You do that. But tell me, what was from that crit? Because you also had a messy critical before. We haven't clocked that yet.
And one of those crits happens to be on a red dice, so.
So that's a messy.
That's
Two
a messy
messes?
crit. Yeah.
This is how we end the night. Zylina, you're able to dodge out of this desk that was frozen in midair and then broke into pieces. Mags, you moved out the way before the next thing happened, as if instinct took on. Queenie, you are now hearing the voice of God in your head, and you're just like, what do I do? Mallory, in this moment, no one is mad at you or aimed at you. Someone is now the fall guy. You now have a way of shifting the blame on someone else. But Mortis, sweetie, you use his powers.
Babes.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Sweetie.
And you accomplished something you never thought. You've gone up against the Baron.
That's right.
You take that step, a congratulated step forward, and that's the moment you all see it slam into him. And another figure walks in. This big, wide brim hat, tattoos everywhere. They sit down on the desk next to the Baron. Oh! I forgot to say the Verbena was here. You guys see a wolf hovering over Mortis. Teeth right at the neck. You know what? I have a better suggestion. You know what? You're right. The Cucumber Club was way too much for you. You're going to fight in the pit. And that is where we end tonight's episode of Midwestern Emo by Night.
What the fuck?
It's gonna be lit.
What the fuck?